sing a mystery third man. Now, we're going to get to where this has come from. We're going to get to what all of this is about. It's kind of come out of nowhere. I don't remember this being like a part of the show from last week or anything. But apparently tonight there's going to be a 6-man tag match. And there's a mystery third person that's going to be involved. So there's a lot of excitement. I can tell you that the NWA have kind of been teasing something special. That's really kind of the vibe that we're getting. Because the NWA have been saying that tonight things are going to go another gear. We're going to go to a different gear, right? So, I mean, I thought we were in the highest gear anyway. I didn't know this vehicle could get any faster. But apparently there's a secret gear that we're going to go to tonight. We're going to pop it into that gear. And there's a lot of excitement. I mean, honestly, if it's not going to be something... Well, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I genuinely don't know. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of stuck here because they're building it up, which is building me up. And so I'm getting more excited, and I'm sure you guys are getting more excited. And I'm just worried now that it's going to turn out to be, Joe Cephas, who, as we know, bullied Orange Santa. Yeah, we can't escape that. I want to move past it, but I'm struggling. I've got to be honest, I'm struggling, right? It's the most heelish moment I've ever seen, where there was a showdown between two Santa Clauses, which is very weird for a wrestling show, but it happened. And, maybe it's going to be something along those lines. But look, I'm excited. Let's stay positive here. Keep our fingers crossed that this is going to work out, because I keep forgetting this isn't Raw. Right? This isn't Raw. This isn't going to be disappointing. I've got every confidence they are going to deliver. Yeah? Just like McDonald's now, they are going to deliver. Hopefully, McDonald's do deliver in your area. They do round here. I can't remember how they do it. I think they use like some kind of third-party thing, but that's not what we're talking about. Yes. Hello to everyone in the chat as well, by the way. Jim Gore says, I've been thinking that it's too soon to introduce a third men's singles championship. I don't know. I don't mind. I mean, like, the TV title is absolutely iconic. So it's a really good point. Is the roster big enough to support 3 men's titles? I would say yes, if they're going to go out and have matches in other promotions. So obviously you've got Power that we see. But, of course, they're going out doing other shows as well. They do, like, is it Championship Wrestling in Hollywood? And they go off to, like, I'm seeing Thunder Rosa, like, all over the world. Thunder Rosa just won a championship over in Japan. So I should imagine, like, a lot of the male superstars are doing the same. Like, NWA, it tapes, like, once a month. So the rest of the month, they're going out and doing indie shows. So I kind of feel like those belts are being defended kind of in lots of different promotions, not just on Power. Of course, Power is kind of what we see, but to be honest, I mean, I love everything they've done. I love the fact they've put the title on Aron Stevens, because I love Aron Stevens. I'm loving this tournament as well, so I've got no issue there. I love the fact they've kept the title on Nick Aldis for as long as they have, / he hasn't been beaten, if you know what I mean. So, it's kind of like, I think everything they're doing with the titles is really good. The only thing that I'm not 100% on is the tag titles. Because I really do like Eddie Kingston and Homicide. So I'm kind of hoping they will come round to, competing for them at some point. But I just can't see that happening whilst the Rock and Roll Express are champions. So I kind of feel like Rock and Roll need to lose the titles back to Wildcard. Then maybe Eddie Kingston and Homicide will get a shot. But I really do like those guys. I think the tag division is pretty tasty at the moment, actually, because obviously you got the Dawsons as well, Rock and Roll that we said. And I'm sure you could make some teams, like if Zicky Dice, there's a lot of hype around Zicky Dice. If Zicky Dice isn't successful, in this TV tournament. Maybe he could be in a tag team for a little while. I'm sure that they could find maybe him and Caleb Konley or something like that. I'm sure that they could easily get some other teams together. But yeah, it's really good. I mean, like, there's everything they've done has kind of hit the mark so far. And honestly, just from what I've seen tonight, it is like we're going to that next level, because not only are they teasing that mystery third person, but also we are getting Thunder Rosa versus ODB tonight. That is happening. Like, I've seen a screenshot of the actual match. So, yeah, really, really excited. Is Impact on tonight? I literally have no idea. I don't know when Impact airs, so if anyone knows in the chat, let us know when Impact airs. I think it is a Tuesday, so yeah, I'm going to say that there's a very strong chance of that. Yes, of course, we need to shout out our good friend Adam Rotella. It is his birthday today. And I've been winding him up a little bit. I like to do that. I'm a heel. There's no two ways about it. Yeah, I like to wind him up a little bit at the fact that I think he's turned 50 now. I need to get that confirmed. I'm not too sure. But yeah, if I was to guess, just by looking and watching his streams, I would say he was around that ballpark. Yeah, please feel free to send your celebrations and best wishes over to Adam Rotella. In fact, I can even sing a little song for you, Adam, if you want. Happy birthday. I'll do it like this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Adam Rotella. Happy birthday to you. Oh, Marilyn Monroe has got nothing on me. Look at that. Ooh, man, that was dripping with sex appeal, wasn't it? Oh, I'll tell you what, even I fancy me now. Woo! Yes, look at this. Nails and NY is like, sing it. Jake's like, can you turn the Jake wants like the volume down. Jake wants this to be absolutely perfect. Jake, there really wasn't that much thought that went into it, but there we go. That, my friends, is the gift that's going to keep on giving. Yeah, so next time, wear a tie. Yeah, I should be wearing a tie. I did sport a tie recently for the old wedding between Lana and Lashley. That was a rip-roaring success. So there we go. My wife feels dirty now. What do you mean? What you mean, like in comparison to what I've just given you? Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. If ever I did like cameos, they would be the seediest cameo. Because you know that you can like if you go to Cameo, you can actually get like wrestlers. This is actually legit really cool. If you go to like Cameo, and there's a few other sites that are similar, you can actually pay and you can actually get like wrestlers to cut a little 30-second clip saying, John, happy birthday, happy anniversary to John and Margaret. Yeah, happy anniversary to you. And they will do that. Maybe I could start doing little cameo things where I just like really seedy, just start doing like Marilyn Monroe impressions and things like that. I feel like there's a market for it. I don't know. Maybe I'm on my own. But yeah, I feel like that's a booming business opportunity for me. Talking of booming businesses, the NWA shop have added a few new items that are amazing. Really nice hood. Legit, I there's no commission I'm getting paid here, right? I'm telling you gospel truth, right? These are things that I really do think look cool. There's a really nice hoodie that they've just put on that says National Wrestling Alliance, and it's got the logo on the back. It looks really smart. And I was actually joking with Maureen earlier, who like looks after the shop and pretty much everything to do with the NWA. I was saying that I want to work out, I want to get jacked I want to, you know, really get some any kind of muscles, just any muscle, really. Just literally any muscle. And then I can wear that jacket, and people will be like, oh, look at that guy. He must be a part of, like, some kind of wrestling alliance, because on the front it says National Wrestling Alliance. And obviously, if you've got people that don't know anything about wrestling, they're not going to know what that is. So I could, like, walk around pretending that I'm a wrestler, all this kind of stuff. So I'm very interested in that jacket. And because it's going to allow me to, like, have conversations with people. I will totally lie. I will totally tell them I am a wrestler. I'll be like, yeah, I'm Barry Freeze. That's who I am, Barry Freeze. You know, the Freezer. You know Friezo, yeah? Bazza Freeze. Yeah, that's me, that is. Yeah, Barry Freeze. And my finishing move, the cold snap. Oh, that's actually really good. Oh, I'm going to write that down. Hang on. The cold snap. Oh, if anyone from the NWA is watching, if you've got any jobbers coming up and you want to use the name Barry Freeze and the finishing move, the cold snap, it's yours for free. Have it. With love. Yeah, with love. That's yours. Yeah, just think of that. And I can have those conversations just from buying a hoodie. That's just from buying a hoodie, a little jacket thing. So we've got them on. And also, they've got these really smart NWA Power t-shirts that say NWA Power, all the way down, which look really cool as well. Mark Clark. Very important that your first name and your surname rhymes. So Mark Clark says, Days, shout out for the priest on Raw. So funny, it was funny. For those of you that won't have seen Raw, we will just quickly divert to a quick little story. There was a priest, right? Stick with me. There was a priest. He wasn't trying to exercise the bad creative, although they do need one. But there was a priest who was getting into the ring, and security thought that he was a fan that had invaded. So they wrestled him down to the ground. And there's, like, footage on social media of him being, I think it was actually shown during Raw as well, of him being wrestled down to the ground. So it is official that Vince McMahon is going to hell. Because a priest was wrestled to the ground on Raw when the security thought that it was a fan invading. So if that doesn't make you laugh, I don't know what will make you laugh, because I think that's hilarious. It wasn't a real priest, by the way. It was an actor. It was a pretend priest. And it was a kayfabe priest. It wasn't a shoot priest. It was a kayfabe priest. Yeah, it was very, very funny. Very, very funny. Who would win, Bazza Freeze or Bazza caught Bazza Freeze? He'd hit him with the cold snap. You said it last night. Imagine if that's what happened. That is what's happened. There is a little rumor doing the rounds, right? That WWE are claiming that this was planned. Come on. What? No way was that planned. That's them going, right, we need to say something so we don't look stupid. Should we tell them that we planned it? Yeah, do that, let's do that. Oh, yeah, that was definitely planned. We love wrestling priests to the ground, so it was definitely planned. Definitely planned. Days, what is your favourite dream match of all time? It were probably... Well, honestly, the first match that comes to mind right now would be Asuka versus Thunder Rosa. And I would absolutely love to see that. I'm very, very interested to see how Thunder Rosa does tonight, because she is going to be in the ring with ODB, who is no pushover at all. And this is going to be a very interesting encounter. I'm a little bit worried there's going to be some kind of a screwy finish and we won't actually get the match. Although I have seen a still image on Twitter of both of them in the ring at the same time about to grapple, right? So I'm quietly confident that we will get this match. I think this is going to be the biggest challenge that Thunder Rosa has faced so far, and I am genuinely excited to see how she gets on. This is going to be very, very interesting to see how she is in the ring with such a big threat. So, yeah, really, really interested. Fake news, WWE, yes. Days, do you think an octopus could be in Rowan's cage? I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. Maybe, but that would be heavy because it would have to have water. I don't think you can have octopi. I don't know. What is one octopus? Is it just an octopus or an octopi? I don't want an octopi. Could you imagine that in the oven? But I don't think so. Because I think it'd have to be in a tank of water. So there's lots of different theories, but and I think that's like absolute concrete at the moment. Love Thunder Rosa. Can't wait to see her match tonight. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, absolutely. She is, for me, one of my favourite superstars. And I was really, really pleased to see that she was now getting success over in Japan. Because that's going to really open a lot of doors for her over there. I'm not sure how many times she's been over there, to tell the truth. But, great. As I said, she's won a championship. So, clearly there's a plan to use her again in the future. So, absolutely brilliant. I really do like to see these guys going off and being successful. I mean, she was rocking NWA merch as well. I think she went to Wrestle Kingdom this weekend because, of course, that was over in Japan as well. And I saw a picture of her in like an NWA top and NWA hat and all this kind of stuff. So she was representing the merch as well. So I don't blame her. Some of the merch is amazing. LSW, shout out to you, my friend. It's a skunk. Okay. Dose of reality 420 Marionette. Marionette. That is such a nice word. I feel like it could be a name even, but I don't know. Marionette. Feel like it's a dance. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you would grab your partner and say, should we do the Marionette? Maybe not. I don't know. The best show of the week is coming on now. Well, actually in 12 minutes. It's coming on in 12 minutes. This always goes so fast. She is always repping the brand. She is a great ambassador. For those of you watching that might not have seen, this is the NWA podcast. Of course, always do a podcast after NWA Power, and I always shout them out because all joking aside about the fact that Adam is 50 years old, all of that to one side. And please feel free to comment and send your good wishes, not only in this stream, but also after, during This Is the NWA podcast. I urge that you go over there and join those guys because they really do a great job of breaking the show down and really going through and kind of giving you their perspective because they were actually in the crowd as well. So they can give you like a little bit of what it was like to actually be there and kind of the consensus amongst the fans that were there and just lots of insight, which obviously you're not going to get here because I wasn't there and you're not going to get from just watching the show. So if you really are big NWA fans, or even if you just want to learn a little bit more, then I would urge that you do go over to that channel. They've even started doing like pre-shows as well, which I was just over at, and it was absolutely brilliant, of course. Big fan of those guys. I always like to shout them out. I know 99% of you in the chat are already aware. I see loads of you actually over there, which is amazing. But equally, I know that there's going to be a 1% that are joining us for the first time. So welcome. It's absolutely fantastic to see you. We like to have a good time. It's a very respectful community, but I also like to spread the word as well about This Is the NWA podcast. There's one other thing I want to spread the word on before we get maybe a little bit more into what we might see tonight, and that is Project WCW. It's just it's a very small Twitter account that I've found recently. And they're starting to post articles about like the history of the NWA, which is really, really interesting. They're not on YouTube or anything like that. They just do articles. And they did one recently about the first NWA champion, Orville Brown. And I read it. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. They've got plans to do loads more. So if you're interested in like really catching up on the history of the NWA, and you have got the ability to read, which is very important, then yeah, Project WCW on Twitter. I think that's going to be a very interesting Twitter account. So shout out to those guys as well. Shout out to Walid. Hope you are well. Nails and NY says, I watched for the first time today and it was cool. Everyone that follows the NWA, I highly suggest that you check out Championship Wrestling from Hollywood on YouTube and Fight TV. Do you know what? Where do you find them live? Are they on Fight TV? Are they live on YouTube? Because I know that that's David Marquez's company, isn't it? I know that he's always front and center with those guys. And it seems like a lot of the NWA talent is used on those shows as well. In fact, we even saw a promo from Eli Drake from Championship Wrestling from Hollywood on one of the episodes of Power from season 1. So, yeah, I know they've got a great working relationship with those guys. So I wouldn't mind checking some of that out myself, actually. So there we go. Look, it's not just nonsense and really cringy, awkward singing that we do. We actually like share information and things that, you know, might help you further your wrestling knowledge if you so wanted. But we do also try to have a good time, and that is no chore when you're watching the NWA, because tonight we are getting that 6-man tag. Who is the third man? Is it Mabel, as has been reported in the past? Is it Hogan, which is obviously the obvious name to say? Or, you know, is it going to be some kind of really bizarre curveball that I can't even begin to think of? I genuinely don't know. So I am very, very excited for that. We got Thunder Rosa versus ODB. The other image that they've shown is question mark sitting down with Aron Stevens having an interview. I think it was with Stu Bennett. It might have been Joe Galli. But yeah, those two being interviewed, so that promises to be absolutely hilarious. So I really am looking forward to that segment in particular. They really are my favorite duo in wrestling at the moment. I just think they work with each other so well. I know there's a lot of question mark fans in the world. I count myself as one of them. But honestly, question mark without Aron Stevens, I'm not sure works as well. If I'm being honest, I think that Aron Stevens brings a lot to that question mark gimmick. Because, of course, like, he puts his hands up, Aron Stevens, and the crowd boo. Question mark does it, and then the crowd cheer. Aron Stevens, I don't know why Aron Stevens still hasn't learned how to say karate. He's still saying karate, right? I mean, he's 3rd degree Mongrovian. So I would have thought by now that he would have learned how to have said the word correctly. But obviously that brings part of the humor as well. And this is what I'm saying. They kind of bounce off each other. They kind of need each other. Yeah, that's why for me they are very much partnership, and can't wait to see what they do. There's so much stuff that you can do with that whole Mongrovian aspect. I really am very excited to see what the future's going to hold there. So I think that's going to be very good. The thumbnail for this has got, obviously, Aldis with Wildcard behind him, staring at and making hand gestures towards the Rock and Roll Express. So I'm guessing that's going to be where we're going to get this 6-man tag mystery third person coming from. So, yeah, just so pumped up, man. So pumped up. This is your 5-minute warning. 5-minute warning. Are you streaming backstage tonight? No, I don't think we will. I was going to do that, but there's an interview with The Miz, which, to be honest, I think I can miss. I don't think The Fiend will get involved or anything like that. There's no CM Punk. There's no awards. I think they're just going to be talking about the wedding and the week, and I think it's just going to be a pretty normal episode. I'm not expecting anything really out of the ordinary, so I'll watch it. If anything happens, I'll give you my thoughts in a video. But to actually sit down and stream it, I don't think there's enough there tonight. Plus also, Power is obviously back now, isn't it? It's back onto a Tuesday. This was on a Monday. It moved to a Wednesday. They've got it back to a Tuesday. I think it sits nicely on a Tuesday. I think Tuesday feels like home. I feel like we're back home. I feel like I am home. I'm definitely at home. But Tuesday feels right for Power. So, yeah, hopefully that's going to reflect as well in what should be brilliant viewing numbers, because honestly, they've done a really good job of building up the hype for this mystery third man, you know. I've seen it all over Twitter, everyone buzzing about it, so let's wait and see. Days Raw was awesome last night. It was very good, Willard, yes, very, very good. Shout out to Evan Harris. It's my birthday. What, it's your birthday? Oh, guys, you know what that means? You know what that means? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Evan Harris. Evan, how old are you, by the way? Because this is really... Evan, if you're like 12, this is going to really backfire. Happy birthday to you. There we go. Happy 27th birthday, Evan. God, I hope you're that old. So there we go. Happy birthday, Evan. I hope that has absolutely not destroyed any good feelings that you had today. Can I just, I really would like to point out that it's not a new thing that we're going to be doing going forward. This is just been brought in for this stream. Let's put it that way. Shout out to Cullum Jess. Shout out to famous KJ Carter. Nails and NY says, yes, best stream ever. There we go. Wow, look, how far are we away? We've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. People are saying, I bet you are proper cringing right now, Evan. Happy birthday to Evan. Evan can ask you a question. LSW says 15. Becky Lynch is saying today is my birthday as well. Right, no. Can we not have a load of people now claiming it's their birthday? Because not long ago it was no one's birthday. Now I've broken out the Marilyn Monroe singing. Oh, now it's everyone's birthday. Yeah, I'm onto you. I'm onto all of you. Yeah, Bazza Freeze knows what's going on. The cold snap. Don't make me start dishing out some cold snaps. Best stream ever, baby! Bum, 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 bum. Right, we're 60 seconds away, according to this. So let's stop the nonsense now, shall we? Because there might be some wrestling fans watching that are joining us because they've thought, oh, I like the NWA. I'm really interested in Power. Let's check this watch along out. And there's me singing away like Marilyn Monroe has come back from the dead. Days, SWAT City beat the Royal Familia and took the tag titles. Days, it's my birthday on the 29th of January. Well, happy birthday to you. We need 8 people to enter a Rumble. Nice music time. Sexy countdown time. It's coming soon. It's got to be. This is my favourite part. This, honestly, of the week. You can forget wrestling. All throughout Wrestle Kingdom, I was sat there going, oh, this is so good. This is so good, but you know what? It's not that countdown clock. This Naito versus Okada match is amazing, but man, I wonder what the countdown clock's doing right now. I wonder what the countdown clock's wearing right now. Just constantly thinking about the countdown clock. I've got issues. Anna Dawes says, save your singing voice. My birthday's on the 22nd, so get ready. Even though it's mega cringe. So there we go. I wonder if we're streaming on the 22nd. I'll have to have a look. Legato Blue Summers says, Days, research Montreal with Thez and Carpentier. I will. Do you know what? You're going back there, aren't you, to like the 50s? And you're talking about 2 of the biggest stars in that era. And I feel like they traded titles back and forth. Is Thez Carpentier about like something to do with 2 out of 3 falls? Happened in 1 fall? I'd have to have a look. I will have a look. You've spiked my interest, my friend. Right, here we go, here we go. You all better be dancing along to this at home because you know this is the tune. You know this is the tune. Here we go. Get in position. I'd love to release like a 2-minute workout video. That's my dream. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm just going to do a 2-minute workout video to this. Like this. Arm out. I'm going to like be really soothing as well as I speak. Push. Like this. Get all your troubles. Push them away, everyone. Push them away. Bring them back. Have a look. How insignificant do they look now? Throw. Like that, and pop them in the air as if they're little bubbles floating around, yeah? Get all of your troubles, all of your worries. Throw. Pop them away. There we go. Pop all of your troubles away, ladies and gentlemen. We are just 44 seconds away from the greatest wrestling show in the world. Oh! Look at this. Look at the messages. In a world so split right now, on the verge of World War III. This is bringing people together. You can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel the unity. You can feel humanity. You can feel mankind. Oh, coming as one. Oh, that's my most powerful one yet. That is my most powerful performance yet. Well done. Well. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Hard Times is on the way. There we go. Look, we got Mr. Nick Aldis. We're just seeing a little bit of a recap as to how we got to tonight. There's been some excellent videos that have been posted on Twitter, actually. Just kind of like recapping everything that's been going on in the build-up to this. Just kind of little teasers, little, just couple of minute little things which really help people get up to speed. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing here. So, yeah, really good stuff. We're just seeing the draw being made. And obviously it was meant to be Tim Storm, who's got his Mama Storm shirt on that I've purchased. Should be on the way. So, yeah, he's got his Mama Storm shirt on, and he is meant to face Nick Aldis. Doesn't quite work out. Obviously, Nick Aldis decides he doesn't want that smoke. So, he puts Royce Isaacs in instead. And that was last week. Wrestle with Andy, shout out to you, my friend. Angry Pizza, random weirdo stuff says, what am I watching? I'll tell you what you're watching. You're watching the best wrestling show of the week right now. Forget everything that's been and gone. Yeah? We've danced our way through the portal into the promised land. This is where we are right now. Just getting ready. Just catching up. Look at those jackets as well. Someone actually asked Nick Aldis, how do I get one of those strictly business jackets? And he said, you need to go to wrestling school. You need to travel around the world and hone your craft. You need to prove that you're in the top 1%. And then we might consider bringing you into the group. And the guy was like, can I not just buy it from like NWA shop? Which I thought was hilarious. Heyday shout outs. Did you see Lesnar versus The Fiend title theory? I've seen quite a few, buddy, yes. I don't know if I've seen yours, AJ Parker. I need to go back through all the comments on that video because a lot of people got a lot of thoughts on how to book that. So, yeah, if you are interested in Brock and the Rumble, there's a video on the channel that you might enjoy. Shout out to Welcome to the Penitentiary. But because of Deja Love It More, it makes it so much better. Shout out to Nails and NY. I don't even think that's possible to make this better. This makes my life better. Down. Yes. Oh, it's fun. I want to get a band together. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to get a band together. We're going to do a cover of this. We're going to do the countdown music. It's going to be insane. Do you remember that really cool, like, country song from last week as well? I think that turned out to be, like, William Patrick Corgan as well. I think that's actually a song from, like, his forthcoming album. I genuinely liked it. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised because I do like a lot of Smashing Pumpkins as well. So, oh, and you know what? Oh, I joked earlier on Twitter that I thought that William Patrick Corgan could be the question mark, right? And it was just a little joke, little throwaway thing, kind of like, yeah, you know, sent it out. Turns out there is a Smashing Pumpkins song called The Question Mark. Is that a coincidence? I don't know. But, yeah, I thought it was noteworthy. I made a note of it, just above where it says Cold Snap. Sam Ginsberg, how you doing, Sam? Shout out to you, buddy. Hey Days, what's good? Where can I watch NWA? Go on to YouTube. Go and type into YouTube NWA Wrestling, and you will see they are... they've got one premiering right now. This is episode 13, free. All the episodes are free. And here he is, look. Timmy Storm. Mama Storm's little baby boy. Oh, look at him. I love this guy. I absolutely love this guy. I want him to adopt me. Do you think he would? He is carrying on. He says, first off, let me reset the picture. Everything he says has got such purpose. Everything he says, you just like absolutely believe that he is talking from the heart. He's talking about... Yeah, he says the TV title has been The Workhorse. I remember Nikita Koloff carrying it. Okay, unique situation. Yeah. Blind draw. Okay. Oh, two. Oh. So there's two spots. I didn't know this. So he says that there's two spots that could be anyone. Oh, God, I hope I'm not in that pot. I do not want to be facing Tim Storm. He's talking about how he got drawn with Nick Aldis. Such a good promo. I can't stop watching. He says, you deserved to see that match and it didn't happen. And there was a bit of anger around that. Not anger. Anger's not the right word. Sadness. Sadness. There was sadness. He said, you should have seen it. Oh, I love Tim. Where's Tim Storm been all my life? Oh, this 2 belts is not in it now, is he? He's lost his spot. What we didn't get was the best possible match. I want Tim Storm in the Royal Rumble. Someone needs to book this. And I want Mama Storm in the Women's Rumble. He says, I don't know where Nick's head is right now, so... It's like a whole decapitation storyline going on. Days, my theory was Lesnar versus Fiend. Oh, hello. Camille. Have you seen her Silence is Golden shirt? I've bought that as well. Oh my God, is she going to say something? Is she going to say something? She's got the microphone. Oh, man, this is amazing. Look at how she's, like, smiling and smirking at him. She's getting right in his face. She's holding the microphone like this, and she's just, like, smiling and smirking, and Tim saying, "What? Let me know. What's going on in his head?" She is as tall as him as well. Like, granted, she's wearing heels, but still, that's really impressive. Because Tim Storm could be wearing heels. I can't see under there, can I? I don't know. They might both be wearing heels. Sweet Charlotte. Oh! The crowd are on fire! Tim Storm says, "Who do you represent?" Someone in the crowd goes, "A coward!" Slap. Slap by Camille. A slap and a smirk and a giggle and a head tilt. It's all happening. I am the NWA official body language expert, and I can tell you right now, she is not intimidated. No way, girlfriend. She is not intimidated right now. She walks away, staring at him. Little message has been sent there from Strictly Business and from Camille. Coming up next, the NWA TV title tournament continues. Of tease in that sentence. Why is she holding the mic sideways? Because she can. Yeah? No one's gonna tell her otherwise. That's how she holds mics. That's how she holds microphones. People called Mike. Yeah? Oh, hello, we're back. We're back. We got the Dawsons. We got Trevor Murdoch, we got that lady. I don't know that lady's name. I forgot that lady's name. Sorry. Trevor! Trevor! Such a great name to shout out, isn't it? It is a great name. Trevor! Maybe that was the lady's name? Perhaps he wasn't even talking to Trevor Murdoch. Perhaps the lady's called Trevor. I don't know. Oh, I think I missed her name again. State. What's her name? Zane Dawson. Are both the Dawsons in? Are they going to fight each other? Yeah, they said his brother. I'm guessing that as well. Zane and Bane or whatever. Yeah, it is. Dave Dawson. Dave Dawson versus Zane Dawson. That's fun. That's next week. Thomas Latimer is who Murdoch's facing. Hello, we got Zicky Dice. Lot of excitement around Zicky Dice. Against Caleb Konley as well. I was only joking about them being in a tag team, and now they're in a match. Zicky Dice versus Caleb Konley. Really excited to see these two in action. Zicky really is catching people's attention. He is outlandish. Look at that ring attire. Look at that hair. Just look at it all. Drink it in, man. Zicky Dice backed out into the corner. Of course, this is a TV title match, so it means that it's got a time limit of 6:05. Nice knee to the midsection by Zicky. Nice slamming down Caleb. Gesturing to the crowd. Oh, little roll up. Kick out by the outlandish one. Dice. Ooh, Daze, your enthusiasm is inspiring. Shout out to you, Raf man. Zicky looking out to the crowd. Oh, look at this. We've got a little bit of ravishing Rick Rude. Hip swiveling going on. Beautiful drop kick. Wonderful drop kick. by Caleb. Zicky on the outside. Trying to get in that oxygen. Suck it in. Drink it in, man. Drink in that oxygen. You can see Adam Rotella and Gary Horn in the crowd. We got Orange Santa. All the stars are out. Into the ring goes Zicky. Just over 4 minutes to go in this. Big chopper across the chest. Zicky going into the corner. No, another big chop. He's chopping in him all the corners. Hurls him into the other one. Big back body drop. Nice. Total control here by Caleb. Caleb Konley doing really well against Zicky Dice. Zicky against the ropes. Grabs him, hurls him to the outside. He hangs on. Shoulder charge to the midsection. Up over the top, looking for. Nice Hurricanrana. Lovely, lovely work by Caleb Konley. This is a really fast match. Really good action. He's gone for a kick to the midsection. Caleb, look, we got another little. Oh, I'm loving this. Nice leg sweep. And senton. Looking for the pin. 2. Shoulder up. Shoulder up. The time is ticking away. We got 3 minutes 13. Zeon, shout out to you, my friend. Roy Rees, shout out to you. Thank you to everyone that's in the chat that's joining us. Kick to the face by Caleb. We haven't seen a match go all the distance on time yet, so I'm wondering if this could be the first one. We've got a wonderful bear hug into a bridge. But just a 2. Just a 2 for Zicky. This is Zicky's best moment in the match. And I'm loving his knee pads. And the fact that they're nowhere near his knees. They're like shin guards. Cannonball by Zicky Dice. Those knee pads are outlandish. The fact that they are providing 0 protection. Nice slap by Caleb. These two throwing bombs at each other. Oh, massive left hand. Huge left hand. Zicky Dice in the corner. Caleb, big boot. That's a haluva kick. And now Caleb has got him up, slams him down. Less than 2 minutes to go. All you fans of time, we've got less than 2 minutes. Moonsault, no one home. Zicky Dice. Looking for a net breaker. Boom. Connects, 1 minute 40. Gets the win. Zicky Dice. I tell you what, that is the only kind of dice that I will play with. If I've got a board game, you better go and get me that Zicky Dice. Yeah, I don't want normal dice. I want Zicky Dice. Coming up, ODB versus Thunder Rosa. Is this going to be an advert? Danny Deals. Danny Deals, 1979 promo. Danny Deals must have just bought like every advert slot for like the next year. Highspots.com. They want this, that, and the other. Look at this. They've got all the wrestlers that we've seen from previous weeks. That is a real website, by the way. Highspots.com. Highspots.com, it's like heaven for the wrestling world. Oh, hello. Yes. Is this going to be the sit-down interview with Question Mark and Aron Stevens? Yes. Yes. Here we go. Look at them. They are life goals, let me tell you. Look at Question Mark in his robe. Yeah, it's a fact. He is sensei. And he's got Mongrovian trainers on as well. Look at that. You can see his Mongrovian trainers. And a Mongrovian robe. You should be able to get those masks soon. The NWA actually made a load, and they were selling them at Into the Fire. And apparently they're making more for Hard Times. I love the fact he's wearing shades as well. Both of them wearing shades. He looks like $1 million. He really does. Days, are you going to do Impact Wrestling live stream? I think we will this weekend, yes. Love ? Sunglasses. But both of them look awesome. I mean, they need figures. I need NWA figures. I need ? in that attire. With that robe and everything. Aron Stevens with his belts and... Imagine that, a Nick Aldis figure and a Tim Storm and... Oh, man. This is a Bond forged in combat. That's a very strong Bond. It is a strong Bond. 10th degree. Karate. 10th degree. That is insane. He says, when the planets are right and when he feels right, he will go after the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, the 10 pounds of gold. Can you imagine if the 10-degree Mongrovian Karate black belt goes after the 10 pounds of gold? Coincidence? I don't think so. So he says he's going to make a decision as to who he's going to defend that belt against soon. You know the history of this belt, and I just made it better. Karate, man. Karate. When will Aron Stevens learn how to pronounce that? Right, we've got Allysin Kay on commentary. This is what I've been waiting for. Maybe for my whole life. Thunder, look at her. She looks like $1 million, doesn't she? I love that ring attire as well. I think her darker ring attire looks just incredible. ODB is here. ODB, I mean, she just looks like a wrestler, doesn't she? ODB versus Thunder Rosa. This should be absolutely incredible. This is such a test for Thunder Rosa. I really hope she can do it. I really hope she can find a way. I love Thunder Rosa's stance as well. It's proper MMA stance and everything. She goes right in. She's gone right for the arm. Twisting the arm around the back. And she's got a bit of a guillotine on as well. Nice knees to the midsection by Thunder Rosa. So she's got control, total control right now. She's got the arm around the back. She's got the front exposed, and she's able to drive those knees into the midsection of ODB, twisting the arm around. ODB reversing, and now ODB firing knees into the midsection, and Thunder Rosa isn't going to want to take too many of those. She's trying to fire in some kicks, blocking the strikes by ODB. ODB getting one through, though. Hard Times just got a little bit of an advert in the corner. Is Friday, January the 24th. I didn't know that. I knew it was this month. Oh, big strike across the chest. Amazing. Head first, these two. Really hard hit. This is everything I thought it was going to be. And look at that. Look at Thunder Rosa just kind of like hunched over and bent over in the corner. You never see that. You never see that. But she's never in a contest like this. Thunder Rosa is standing toe-to-toe with ODB saying, no, sister. No way. Oh, against the ropes goes Thunder Rosa, but she gets charged down by ODB. Thunder Rosa down. ODB kind of stalking her here. She's waiting for her to get up. Thunder Rosa going over. Nice. Drop toe takedown. Nice. Seated senton. She got ODB tangled in the ropes. Thunder Rosa doing some fantastic work. Kick to the side of the head. ODB goes down. Thunder Rosa getting back into the ring. And if ever you wondered why I talk about Thunder Rosa so much, why I keep like just constantly banging on about her, it's because of this. She is absolutely legit. She is legit. Everything she does looks so crisp. Her facial expressions are incredible. She's got so many different styles. She's brilliant in the air. She's MMA trained. She's in there with ODB. And she is going toe-to-toe with a beautiful single leg drop kick as well by Thunder Rosa. And look at the energy in that ring. ODB down. And now it's Thunder Rosa that's standing over ODB. She's got her foot across the throat of ODB. And now she's grabbing the hair, pulling it back. I think the ref's saying, please don't do that. But who's going to stop her? In all fairness, who is going to stop her? ODB down. And I think Thunder Rosa looking to fire some kicks into the back. And now she's got... Nice. She's got her arms in a submission hold. Gritted teeth. She's amazing, says Joe. She really is. ODB doing a great job. We know what ODB's capable of. Thunder Rosa is kind of new on my radar. A lot of people might know her from Lucha Underground. But I've only seen a handful of Thunder Rosa matches. Every single one has blown me away. Every single one has impressed me more and more. And this is the best I've seen so far. Absolutely incredible stuff. Against the ropes. Oh, big shoulder tackle by ODB. Thunder Rosa going down. Kick to the midsection. I mean, look, it's not pretty. It's an absolute war. That's what you're getting here. Going up, crowd right behind Thunder Rosa. She goes crashing into ODB. ODB catches her. Fall away slam. Look at that. Thunder Rosa, like, really selling that move as well. She's like, ODB on the second rope. And I tell you, Orange Santa taking a quick little snap there. Quick little picture. Capturing the moment. Against the ropes goes Thunder Rosa. Beautiful drop kick. Again, did you see the snap on that? Only gets a 2. Swear to God, I could watch this for half an hour. If this goes for the rest of the show, I don't care. I don't care. We've got Let's Go Rosa ODB chants. There's dueling chants in the crowd right now. Crowd are really red hot for this. Went for a kick to the head. ODB ducks underneath. She's got Thunder Rosa on her shoulders. Thunder Rosa on her feet looking for a backstabber. Backstabber by Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa going up top. We've seen her do this before. Ah! Double stomp to the back. Turns her over. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Thunder Rosa, baby. Huge win. Huge win. Oh, that was so good. That was a really good match. Didn't let up. Constant pace to it. Look at that. She even kicks her feet back, wipes her feet in the direction of ODB. Coming up next, we got Nick Aldis. Shout out to Robbie. This is also my favourite stream of the week. Hello, Ricky Morton. Hello, Robert Gibson. Hello, the Rock and Roll Express. There's a hotline! 11800 Rock and Roll. Ah, does that work? How does that work? Let's give it a go. 11800 Rock and Roll. 11800 Rock and Roll. Just beeped. Wow, there we go. They didn't want to answer to me. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Lots of booze for the real world's champ, Nick Aldis. It's like, come on, let's keep it down, yeah? Okay, I've got all day. Got all day. Arms folded, crowd. Oh my God, The Undertaker! The Undertaker's in the crowd! The retro Undertaker as well, with the grey tie. Amazing. Coward! 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 Not my words. The words of Gary Horn. Gary Horn was saying it. I saw Gary saying it then. Oh, hello. Oh, Joe's got a whole booklet of questions. Question 1. What's your favourite colour? Question 2. Would you rather be a fish or would you rather be a bird? Answer me! Shout out to Christopher Rogers. Hope you're well. He says, pipe down. The grown-ups are talking. Okay. So, what is she then? Okay. So he says she's not the insurance policy anymore. She is now a fully fledged member of Strictly Business. It's such a lovely jacket, but it really does look like something the Nazis would have worn, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, how is he not looking at that jacket thinking, oh man, I think I am the heel here. I really think I am a heel. It looks like a heel jacket, this does. This looks like a jacket that heels would wear. Oh, tough words from the champ. I like Nick Aldis. He is a brilliant wrestler. Days Thunder Rosa put a face paint tutorial on her YouTube channel. You should try and copy it. You could try and copy it. So he says he can see a lot of people trying to jump to the front of the line without earning it. Oh, I better change this. This is no longer Thunder Rosa versus ODB. This is... Let's give the champ some respect. This is a Nick Aldis promo. What's your opinion on Nick Aldis in the ring? I think he's brilliant. I think he is an exceptional wrestler. I don't think if you've been watching Power that you've even seen a 20th of what he can do. He says, I can go all night. Just ask your missus. Look at Gary. Gary? We saw Gary there. Getting very animated. So, his wrestling Ricky Starks. He says he wants to prove that he can beat someone like Ricky Starks. I keep the lights on around here. I like that line. Look, there's people. The crowd are kind of split, aren't they? Some people are standing saying, yeah, you know, you've been brilliant, because he has been brilliant. But then some people are like, well, most people are booing him because of what he did to Mama Storm's little baby boy. He says, I am like the Tyler Perry of wrestling. Gary Horn getting vocal there, he was. He was getting very angry. Right, so Nick Aldis versus Ricky Starks. Is that next? I don't know. I'm going to write it. There's another advert here. Pre-order Hard Times. This is actually very important. We should give it some attention. Pre-order half... look at that jacket. Beautiful. Look at them. Look at those. Look at all this stuff that I want and need. New items now available at National Wrestling Shop. Yes, what I was going to say is Hard Times, the pay-per-view. You know it's going to be amazing. Into the Fire was amazing. So you know that Hard Times is going to be amazing. It is a reduced price for the next few days. If you go to, I think, Fight TV, you can get it cheaper. If you purchase it after the 10th of January, then the price will go up. You will end up paying more. So if you're going to watch it, make sure you've pre-ordered it. I've pre-ordered it because I'm definitely watching it. We're definitely doing a watch-along for it. A 6:05 exhibition match. So this isn't TV tournament or anything like that. Nick Aldis is obviously out of that. He removed himself. He had himself replaced with Royce Isaacs. So he is out of that tournament, but he wants to show that he can beat someone as good as Ricky Starks, someone that he has actually said in the past would be his draft pick, someone that he says is a real up-and-comer and one for the future. Days, there is a live stream Royal Rumble confirmed by Evan. Nick Aldis versus Walter would be my dream match. Shout out to Sunny Wolf. Anna Dawes says, I've pre-ordered it. I cannot wait for that show. It is gonna be awesome. It is going to be awesome. You're absolutely right. Amazingly, we are nearly 40 minutes into this, guys. We are nearly 40 minutes into this week's show, and there's still no word or sign of this mystery third person. Okay, here we go. Reversed. Against the ropes goes Ricky Starks. Big crossbody, but he gets caught by Nick Aldis. Aldis. Look at this. Look at the strength that he has got. Just with absolute ease. He could have held Ricky Starks there for a long, long time. Standing vertical. It was kind of a suplex. He ended up just like slamming him down. Strikes to the side of the head. Brutal crossface strikes. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, doing really well. Here we go. Nick Aldis throwing Starks against the ropes. Starks kicking out, though. Kicking out at the Real World's champ. Clothesline by Aldis. Starks goes down. Going for the cover. Kick out by Starks. 3 minutes 50 on the clock for fans of the time. What do you prefer at the moment? Raw, SmackDown, or NXT? NWA. This is honestly my favorite show of the week. Back elbow by the champ. Ricky Starks goes down. I mean, there's no way that you could have just watched that Thunder Rosa match and not completely fallen in love with the NWA. If you're new to the NWA, that Thunder Rosa match is just a perfect advert. And so is this. I mean, look at what the Real World's champ is doing. And again, for those of you that don't know, the championship, the NWA championship, goes back to 1942, I believe it is. It's one of the oldest wrestling championships that's currently in existence. It predates the WWE championship. So, by about 20 years, I think. So, yeah, this is regarded as the wrestling championship, which really does mean this is the wrestling promotion. Big chop by Ricky Starks, reversed by Aldis, 2 minutes 30, Sling Blade. Sling Blade by Ricky Starks, who goes over to the corner, is really fired up now, charging in with a big spear. Nice, he was looking for a DDT, he was trying to spike Aldis, couldn't quite get it. Kick to the chest. Ricky Starks going up. Missile drop kick by Ricky Starks. 1, 2. Shoulder up by the champ. Shoulder up by the Real World's champ, who slides out the ring. Slides out the ring, dare I say, like a snake? I don't dare say that, so I'm not going to say that, but wow! Ricky Starks goes flying out the ring, and don't forget, that is, there's no pads, there's no mats around there. That is just proper concrete studio floor. Ricky Starks just jumping out, risking his life. Going up top now, Ricky Starks looking for moonsault. No one home, lands on his feet. Down he goes, Aldis. Oh, small package! Kick out! That would have been huge for Ricky Starks if he'd have got that. Double underhook, looking to hit a pedigree. No, not happening. 1 minute 7. Cloverleaf submission. Aldis looking for the cloverleaf. He's got the cloverleaf. Now, can he hang on? 53 seconds. He's going to have to try and hang on for a while. You can see the pain etched on his face. Oh, man, this is so good. This is the best match I've seen from Starks, and that cannot be a coincidence that he's in there with the Real World's champ. 36 seconds. He is literally crying with pain right now. Starks is in absolute agony. Middle of the ring, desperately trying to get to the ropes. 20 seconds. You can see the Real World champ pulling back. Look at Starks. Look at the determination. 8 seconds to go. Hold on. Orange Santa filming the whole thing. Oh. Nick Aldis thinks that he's won it. And the ref's like, no, mate, no. No. Time ran out, baby. Wow. Dramatic. That might have been more dramatic than the dance I did for the countdown clock. A draw. That is not going to please the national treasure. So, Ricky Starks is down. Nick Aldis is in the ring. Crowd is so hot, man. So hot. Really getting in his face. Look at that. Everyone in the crowd is standing. Look at Ricky Starks. He's like pleading with the ref. Oh, hello. Rock and roll. What's happening here? What's happening here? It was a great match. Do we need 5 more minutes? Give him 5 more minutes. Will he get 5 more? I don't even know if Ricky Starks wants 5 more minutes, to be honest. After what he's just gone through. I think Ricky Starks is like, what? 5 more minutes? Oh my God, did you not see what happened to my back? Oh, please, I don't want 5 more minutes. No. He says no. No more 5 more minutes. He's just had the match of his life and you won't give him 5 more minutes. He says he just won the lottery by being in here with me. Saved by the Bell. Brilliant show. Love that show. Missed that show. There you go. Coward. Coward is the chant. Where's this lead into? Oh! Wow, this is interesting, isn't it? Rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll. No. No. You could see that coming from a mile away. Still brilliant. Still loved it. You're a coward is the chant. Coming up, we got Eli Drake, James Storm, Colt Cabana, Ken Anderson. Oh my God. So what's happening with the mystery third person? Hard Times sold out if you wanted to go live, but of course you can still order the pay-per-view. I like the twist. That was perfect. This is wrestling. It really is. Next week, we've got Dave Dawson versus Zane Dawson. Now we've got, like, 3 tag teams. Is it Eli and James Storm? So, Eli Drake and James Storm. Eli Drake. Wildcards are in this match. So, James Storm, Eli Drake in the ring. Oh, Colt Cabana's come out. Colt and Ken Anderson. Colt, boom, boom, Cabana. And Ken Anderson. Should be a fun little match. Guessing this is the main event, so I don't know why this was called Who's the Third Person. Well, let's wait and see. Might find out. And here's the wild cards. Where's the wild cards? Where are they? What's going down? What's happening, NWA? What's happening? No sign of them. Okay, well, they're not around, so they've been removed. So it looks like it is now just going to be Eli Drake and James Storm versus Colt Cabana and Ken Anderson. I wonder who filmed that finished first. NWA and AEW. Still great, of course, but also funny they were the same. Mr. Anderson. Yes. Now, this is how you do storylines. This is 10 times better than WWE. Gary is going to be on fire on This Is the NWA podcast. Absolutely. And again, make sure you're going over to that channel. We've seen a very animated Gary in the crowd. So it will be interesting to hear his thoughts after. But we're underway with this match. We've got Colt Cabana in there with Eli Drake. I'm guessing this is our main event. Nice takedown. Nice elbow by Eli Drake as well. 50 minutes into this show. Like this, I can't believe it. I'm so used to watching long shows. I'm so used to like 3-hour Raws and 20-hour Wrestle Kingdoms and all this kind of stuff, that a show that only lasts an hour, I feel like I blink and it's over, you know? But I'm not saying that in a negative way. I think it's perfect. I think an hour is just, it's a brilliant amount of time because it leaves you wanting more. I've really enjoyed this show. I've really enjoyed it. I think the matches have been excellent. It was great seeing Zicky Dice. It was that Thunder Rosa match was insane. It was great seeing the Real World's champ, and there was a nice story involved. And now we got like a really good main event. Nice shoulder tackle by Eli Drake that tags in James Storm. Against the ropes goes Anderson. Double back elbows. Going for the cover. Kick out by Anderson. Leaves you wanting more. You're absolutely right, yes. How do you keep such energy with no sleep days? You're a machine. It's the love of wrestling, my friend. The love of wrestling. The love of good wrestling. It's all I need. Beautiful. Beautiful head scissors with James Storm, who gets hurled down by Ken Anderson. Nice clothesline. Anderson going over to the corner. Tags in Colt Cabana. There we go. Nice double strike to James Storm. James Storm collapses down. Anderson and Cabana working really well together here. Nice elbow. Obviously, Colt Cabana, a former world's champion. He has been, I think, 2-time NWA world champion. So, really, really great wrestler. And obviously, Anderson, formerly known as Mr. Kennedy in WWE, WWF. So, great little team. And then James Storm, Eli Drake, formerly of TNA fame. So, huge main event. Nice. Elbows to the midsection. Oh, beautiful. Enziguri by James Storm. In comes Eli Drake. Russian leg sweep. Kenna's got a beer belly now. NWA Power is really good tonight. Eli Drake and James Storm look like a phenomenal team. Big elbow drop by Eli Drake. Christopher Rogers says, will you do the Impact or the TNA pay-per-view? I think so, yes. I don't want to 100% say yes, but we're at about the 90% mark. Into the corner goes Eli Drake, who kicks out at Anderson. Goes over, duck underneath. Into the corner. Colt Cabana's tagged in. There we go. Look, Colt Cabana just saying to Anderson, step aside, let me do my thing. Yeah, don't cramp my style. There we go. Scurll took out Wildcards. Was CM Funk bleeding? I can't remember. So, there was something that happened with Rowan's cage yesterday. Knee in the back, pulling back on the chin. I really do feel like the crowd really do make this show, you know. Obviously, the wrestling does as well, but the crowd are just absolutely red hot all throughout. They never give up. They never let up. It's just absolute constant noise, constant involvement. And if you think, like, they have to watch, like, a few shows in a row, And look at them. Look at them. Look how active they're all on their feet. They're really cheering on. Oh, Anderson dragging James Storm off the ring apron. What's happening? So Storm is down. That means that Eli Drake is on his own in the ring. Eli Drake going over, but runs into the boots. Nice pin by Colt Cabana. Kick out by Eli Drake. Oh, and... Oh, Anderson. Anderson putting his hands on the ref. Anderson snapped Colt Cabana. Oh, Colt Cabana and Anderson get DQ'd. Colt Cabana looks really frustrated there. There we go, DQ. Look, Colt's like, what are you doing? Is Anderson going to turn on him or something? Oh, they're shouting at each other. Anderson says, forget you, rolls out the ring. Are we going to find out where Wildcard were as well? So obviously, Wildcard went missing. Colt is very upset. Trying to hear what he's saying. You're better than that, he's saying. Yeah, you're better than that. And there we go, they walk away. We've got... Oh, hello. Right, Strictly Business have come out again. First things first. Because they're cowards. So Nick Aldis says, I've got the power to giveth, but I've got the power to take away. Jesse says, Days, I'm back. And I've now got good phone signal. Great show. I'll have to go back and watch what I've missed whilst I was driving. The crowd are fire. They really are. We were saying, we were literally just throughout that match putting the crowd over. So he says, let's address the dinosaur in the room. So he's bringing out the rock and roll. Okay, so the Rock and Roll Express are coming out. They're using the rock and roll a lot on this show. They're using them really well. Here we go, rock and roll. Love that shirt. Loyalty is a hoax. Breaking news. Who's the third man? Well, are we even going to find out this week? Perhaps they're just setting it up. Someone in the crowd says, you're a coward. Nick Aldis says, shut up, fat boy. He says, right, the only way this is going to be settled is with some physicality. Team Morton versus Team Aldis. 6-man. Okay, the stakes are high. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So if Team Morton wins, then Morton gets a shot at the World Championship. What happens, though, if Aldis wins? Yeah. So Ricky Morton saying that real world champions put on 60-minute matches, not 5-minute matches. And they were doing that every night. I still want to know what happens if Team Aldis win. I didn't hear what happens. So he's taking him up on the offer. Get your stooges together. That didn't go down well with the wild card. Yeah. So. Oh, Aldis isn't in the match. Okay. Wild card. Yeah. Who is the third man? Are we going to find out now? I was pretty certain we weren't getting this week. I think we are going to find out. I think we are. No way! Is it? Ah! Scott Steiner! Scott Steiner is here! Big Popper Pump! Big Popper is in the house! Scott Steiner! Man, as soon as you heard those sirens, you were like, no way! No way! Yes way! Yes way! Look at this! Big Popper Pump! Daddy's home! No way! He so fits in with Strictly Business. Although he's not wearing one of those sweet jackets. They've got to sort him out with one of them. They've got to sort him out with one of them sweet jackets. What a moment. What a moment. Scott Steiner. What? Man, this is just the best wrestling show. That has blown my mind. That has absolutely blown my mind. That is incredible. I still haven't like, it's still processing right now. Big Popper Pump. You know, like the Steiners. Like former IWGP tag champs. And I'm sure they were WWF tag champs. And obviously went on to become a massive main roster solo star and cut one of the most famous promos in the history of promos that we're all still trying to figure out what the hell he was on about. But, oh my God. Whew. I think I've just had a baby. Honestly, I think I've just given birth. Oh my God. So good. Can't believe it, says Jonathan. My God, it's Scott Steiner, says Joe. With the Rumble coming up, you should do a watch-along watching old Rumble matches. Shout out to Solomon. NWA recruits the old school greats. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Overhyped episode. Let's be real. Steiner can barely walk. He can't wrestle. Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? I mean, look, come on. As a reveal, I was sat here before going, This has been built up. The way they were talking about it, they said tonight they were going to go into a different gear. And man, to bring someone like that in, that's huge. That is huge. I mean, I was sitting here thinking, honestly, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I was thinking Josephus or someone along those lines. I thought they were gonna use Josephus or they were gonna use someone like that. And I've got nothing against Josephus, even though he mistreated Orange Santa. I thought they were gonna go down those roads, or use someone that we haven't really seen that much on the roster. I just couldn't really get my head around who it was gonna be. I think I could have sat here for a month, and I don't think I would have come up with the name Scott Steiner. Those kind of surprises, those kind of shocks, those kind of moments. That's. It's still processing, by the way. It's still sinking in. That is amazing. That is amazing. I mean, if you think about, like, WWE and you think about, like, the fact you see a lot of the same legends, like, you don't see that many different legends coming in. And then the NWA go out. I mean, already with the NWA, we've seen them bring in the hottest free agent in Marty Scurll. We've seen them bring in Rock and Roll Express. We've seen them bring in Nikita Koloff. We've seen them bring in ODB. We've seen them bring in Elijah, the Pope. Seen him come in as well. We've now seen Scott Steiner come in. We know that Tim Storm was saying there's a couple of spots left for that TV tournament, and you never know who's going to be in that as well. I mean, without even trying, just the number of different legends that they have brought in as like guest attractions. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. And as I said, with like WWE in particular, they just tend to reuse a lot of the same faces. Goldberg again and again and again. So, yeah, man. So good. So good. So good. I'm sure they've worked it out, Swamp Manor. I'm sure they've worked it out. So Scott Steiner is in NWA. Well, if he is, he'll only be in it for a short time. If he is, he'll only be in it for maybe this one match. I can't imagine it's going to be like a permanent deal. Unless he's going to be around and he'll do like a few matches, or he might be someone's manager. I don't know what he's like in ring these days. I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't care. It's a 6-man tag match. He's going to be able to do a few things in the ring. And it's more just a massive talking point. Oh, so good. So good. Get your scores in. What was your scores? Get your scores in. What did you score that? NWA has got great surprises. Days, do you watch CZW? I haven't. No, I haven't got around to watching it. Get your scores in. I'm going to say that is... I don't know what. I was absolutely loving it. There was quite a bit of talking in the show. There was a lot of promos. I don't hate that. Because when we did get matches, they were excellent. I think, was there maybe an over-reliance on Nick Aldis? Like, we had a promo, then we had a match, then we finished with another promo. I don't know. Who else could we have had? There's something stopping me giving it a 10, and I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go with my gut. My gut is telling me 9.25. That's what my gut is telling me. My gut is telling me 9.25. That's... Sometimes you can't quite explain it. I think the matches were excellent. I enjoyed all of them. Maybe it was just an over-reliance on Nick Aldis. Maybe I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. I didn't. Don't know. There's something stopping it being a 10, and I cannot put it down. But look at that score, and look at the scores in the chat. 8.5, 9.5, 10, 9, 9.5, 9, 9.5, 10. Roderick says, if NWA gets a TV deal and keeps things like this, it is over for AEW and WWE. It is done. Just cancel. right now, as soon as that TV deal is signed, I will be really happy and a little bit sad when that TV deal comes, because it's going to come. It's definitely going to come. I'll be really happy because, like, they deserve to be seen by more people, even though they're on YouTube. I don't know why. I think people just, I don't know, aren't giving them a chance or whatever, you know? You've got to get that message out there. Wrestling fans should know of this show. I've said it before. I've said it a million times. I don't want to keep banging on because I don't want to be walking all over This Is the NWA podcast. In all fairness, it seems like the show has finished a little bit later tonight, so I'd imagine those guys might be a little bit delayed as well whilst they're setting up following this show. So I'm just we'll go for another 4 minutes, okay? 4 minutes, but I've got things to say, so I need to say them. So 4 minutes, okay? I think that you need to let NWA know how much you are enjoying this show. You've got to keep that message out there. We need NWA Power trending. We need NWA knowing how much you're enjoying what they're doing. They need to know. I mean, look at the scores you guys are putting out. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 15, 9, 10, 9, 100 out of 100. Yeah? These scores are incredible. Don't tell me, although thank you, because I'm really interested. But tell them as well. Make sure you're letting them know that they are giving you what you are enjoying. And it sounds really stupid. It sounds really simple. But hand on heart, how many people will actually go and do that? How many people will, after the show, actually send that tweet? And that's what it comes down to. They need to know. You've got to. You are a part of this community. You are a part of the NWA. You are as big of a part as the crowd that you've just seen and the wrestlers that you've just seen. You are as big a part because you've got a voice and you need to be shouting about the show, telling other people, helping this show to grow. I was talking to Jessie Callan earlier. Shout out to Jessie. And I was saying to Jessie, I really appreciated her support when she constantly shares my videos and is always very active in the chat. And I'm very appreciative to Anna Dawes and, you know, all of the regulars that we have on in our community. Because if the channel isn't growing, if Wrestling Days channel doesn't grow, then the alternative is it shrinks, right? It gets smaller and eventually it could fade away. So for me, it's kind of like I like to see the channel growing. And that's why I really appreciate it when people are joining us and people are subscribing and people are liking the streams and all that kind of stuff, because I just like to see that we're moving in the right direction. That's what it's all about. And that's what it's about for the NWA as well. That is the exact same thing. You're either growing or you're shrinking. And there's no point watching it going, that was really good, and then not telling anyone. Be a part of the growth. Be a part of that. So I really do want to urge that you just take a moment and send a tweet or buy a t-shirt or do whatever to be a part of that growth, because, man, they're just so consistent. These are my favorite shows. These are my favorite streams to do. And there's a reason for it. There's a reason why when I'm on WWE streams, I have people in the chat talking to me about NWA. There's a reason why that happens. And I really do hope more people become aware of NWA as we move forward. And I'm really hoping this news is going to really resonate. I hope Scott Steiner trends. And this is what I'm saying. It's massive. It's exciting. It's hopefully going to help the NWA out. So, brilliant show. The Thunder Rosa match was incredible. I've got 1 minute. The Thunder Rosa match was incredible. The promos were awesome. I think the sit-down interview I've seen better from Question Mark and Aron Stevens. That's no knock on them. I still enjoyed it. But I think I prefer their in-ring stuff when they're... I think them bouncing off the crowd is when they're at their strength. That's when they're at their best. Sit-down interview, you kind of lose a little bit there because obviously there's no crowd interaction. But Thunder Rose match, incredible. I thought Zicky Dice looked good. I thought the tag match was perfectly fine. I think there's an interesting story with Colt Cabana and Mr. Anderson that's being told there. I really like Tim Storm's promo. Very passionate, as I said at the time. You really feel like he's speaking from the heart. And obviously, you know, we're building towards the pay-per-view. These kind of matches now, we haven't got too long. I mean, we've got a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, and then we're at the pay-per-view. So these pieces are really going to have to fall into place. So there's so much going on right now. I swear to God, I could do another 20-odd minutes here, but we need to wrap up. We need to wrap up because this is the NWA podcast. Are beginning, maybe have even just begun, and I urge that you go over to those guys as well. So don't forget to wish Adam Rotella a happy 50th birthday. Looks fantastic for his age. I think, honestly, the moustache hides a few of the wrinkles, hides a little bit of the sadness, but yeah, 50 years old. Who would have guessed it? So go over there, wish him a very happy birthday. Make sure that you are letting the NWA know. And honestly, I think that is it for now from me. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the show. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.